section 3.1 and 3.2. 3.1 is changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. 3.2 is changing improper fractions back to mixed numbers. And we've talked about this before with math, is if you can go one way, you should be able to go the other way. That's absolutely finite. Okay, let's look real quick before we actually look at these two. Let's look at what a mixed number is. A mixed number is a whole number plus a fraction. That's the definition of a mixed number. It's a whole number plus a fraction. So notice we have 2 3/4. This is the whole number 2 plus the fraction 3/4. And we've worked with both of these before. This was chapters 1 and 2. So we're combining the two, if you will, into a mixed number. Now, I also like to show this. What this says is this was things that were cut into fourths. And then now what we have are whole, we'll have whole units here, so we can say plus 2 whole things that were cut into fourths, which is 4 of them. See, that's the same thing equivalent to 1. So if we had that, we would have 2 times 4 on top would be 8, with the 4 on bottom. So 8/4 is what we would break it up into. So 2 whole units is the same thing as 8 broken into 1/4 pieces. 4 goes into 8 2 times, plus 3/4. So you can see that this now is the equivalent to 11/4. So what that shows us, I'll show you, let's show a picture here. If we had, let's use blocks. So we had 2 whole blocks, and then we had a block here, but we only have 3/4 of it. So let's break this into fourths. We only have 3/4 of them. So this is what we have. We have 3/4. So this represents the 3/4 here. And then we have 2 whole blocks here. Now if we want to put these into fourths, we just take these and cut these into fourths. Now what we have is the 2 whole units become 4/4 each, which now notice we have 8 of these pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That represents the 8/4 here. Plus the 3/4 that we have here, that's where we get our total of 11/4. So what you notice is you have a mixed number, whole number plus a fraction, and it can be changed into an improper fraction, and this is visually how it's done. Alright, so let's just show some quick examples. This is on page 140. It's example 1. What we want you to get out of this is to be able to turn mixed numbers into improper fractions. So example 1 happens to be the same here, so we'll use this. And the procedure that you've learned in the past is you take the denominator 4, you multiply it by the whole number 2, which becomes 8, plus the 3, and that gives us the 11, and then you keep the fractional unit. So this is how you've done in the past. Multiply and add. Well, if you notice over here, that's technically what we did here. We took the 4/4 and we multiplied because we had 2 cut into 4, so that left us with 8/4, and then we add the 3/4 in. So that's what's happening. Procedurally, you've done this before. Now we're just showing where it comes from. Okay? Alright, and then I'm going to jump to page 146, and this is also example 1, and this is 27/4. Now, we talked about if you go one way, let's say we go mixed number to improper, which is what we've done here. We went from, I'll put MN to improper here. Now we got to go the other way. So if we have an improper, we want to be able to go to a mixed number. And this is simply division here. We multiplied over here, so we divide here. How many times does 4 go into 27? Now, I highly recommend this. Remember, if you can't do this in your head, that's fine. Nobody's asking us to. Go off to the side and do it. Okay? Say 4 goes into here and you come up with a number, in this case 6. 24, subtracting it 3. So what you have left now is you have 6 with 3/4 left over. So notice here, 4 goes into 27 6 times with the 3/4 left over. So this is section 3.1 and 3.2. It's just changing mixed numbers to improper fractions and improper fractions to mixed numbers.